What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the final stream. Final stream of the week. Final stream for a little while. I don't know when baby's coming. I also don't know when baby is gonna be sleeping well. So I will keep you guys posted in Discord and such when we plan to return for a stream. But could be a month, could be 2 months. I really don't know what the lead time is going to be here. So final stream, we'll soak it in. We're going to play some True Sim on PGA Tour 2K25. They are at the Players Championship in real life. We are also playing at TPC Sawgrass in True Sim this week. So it's a familiar course. I know I'm not going to hate the course this week. Hopefully, with our swing and our new setup in our bag, maybe we can have some success around there. It's a real course, and we've got a little bit more power, so should hopefully be able to take advantage. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We did a little character rebuilding yesterday. I did take note. Lots of likes on the streams from yesterday, so I guess people like the thought process. I guess more of an educational stream, so that was pretty cool to see. But yeah, let's I guess we'll just get some kind of swings going. Maybe we'll play a little bit of something to warm up. We'll look at one of the TGCs, get a little bit of warm up swings going, and then we'll dive into some True Sim.
Come and see the violence inherent in the system.
Rogue Scott!
I'm being repressed.
Getting in with the early follow, appreciate it. Carl, welcome back. Enjoy your lurk. Steve, good day, good day. Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, so let's kind of see what, I know that last week CC and stuff was cranked way up. I don't know what things are gonna be today. Medium wins, firm, moderate, fast. That's actually not bad. Maybe we should see what True Sim's gonna play. I don't know what green speeds they're gonna give us. I don't know what green speeds they're gonna give us, actually. I feel like they're not gonna give us defaults, because I think defaults are a little bit on the slow side for Sawgrass. I feel like they'll crank them up a little bit more. Let's just see what we're looking at for round one conditions from Franz. High winds. Oh, look at that. Fast greens. Okay. And that driver is shiny. Hey, what's going on, audio? This is baby number 2. This is baby number 2. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Welcome back. So yeah, one kiddo down. Second on the way. The plan is in the next couple of years here then to have 3, and then I think we're done. Yeah, but we're going from, 2-on-1 to man coverage. I think the adjustment to man coverage, I think, is I hear that's the tough one. Making the jump. I feel like I've heard that like 2 to 3 is not as bad as 1 to 2. But I think it also depends on age gaps and stuff. They'll be nearly 3 years apart, so he should hopefully be a helper. All right. Fast greens, moderate. Let's see if we can get the old swingaroo warmed up here. Yeah, I'm hoping at 3, like, he's old enough, like, the oldest is old enough in elementary school, like, going to kindergarten type of deal, that, like, he's not as much of a handful. But you never know. You never know. Certainly makes it never a dull moment. And they're so unintentionally funny sometimes. And then trying to play it off when they're like, why are you laughing? The funniest part is it'll be like, Mommy, why are you crying? Like she's laughing so hard. Mommy, why are you crying? Because he can be a bit empathetic, so he's like genuinely concerned that she's upset. It's like, no, buddy, you're just a funny guy. You're just a funny guy sometimes, man. Hey, what's going on, Wendigo? Alright, this is the stuff that, like, we have to make. Uncle Pringle can help out. 50 streams in a row, Yeet, just in time, man. Just in time. Welcome back. How we doing, Matt? We good? We alright? I just have trust problems with this stuff. Commemorating 50 streams in a row with over 9,000 channel points. Absolutely wasted. GG, well played. GG, well played. What's going on, Mr. Hulk P. Lovecraft? I did, Steve. I did. So we're fully upgraded to Tiger Eye. I ended up going with 83 power as base, rest in contact, and then I put a power fitting on everything except for my wedges, and my driver got 2. So I got 99 power, and I've got 95 power on everything but the wedges. Excuse me, what audio? Excuse me, what? Thank you very much for the 1999 pound super sticker. Are you insane? What are you doing? Spending money on little old me? Seriously, thank you so much. Did not have to do that. Appreciate it, man. Buy the new baby something. Noted. Noted. That's like double whammy right there. That's double whammy right there. Missed it, left, end it. That's so tough. So on an uphill, like, the super flop is never getting there, right? Like, is there a world in which you do this? Where it's like up, hard kick, and then in on the chip? Oh wow, that's even short. I forget sometimes, like, how... I forget sometimes how low of trajectory the chip actually has. Hey, thank you so much, Audio. I really appreciate it, man. Ooh. This 6-iron is long. So what, you choke it down? 210 feels short. But maybe not. Like a choked... Play it a little bit fadey here. Sling it out. Right, like you play the cut in, the green slopes left to right back here. 250. Is it just because it's moderate, or is it? I guess it's a little bit uphill. In my head, that's going further, but my bounce and rollout must be like so much less. My bounce and rollout must be so much less with the extra power. Gonna run. All right, take it easy, audio. We will be back whenever baby lets us be back. So, in the meantime, take care of yourself. This is an aggressive tee shot. Is there no? I was gonna say, is there a world where you could like aggressively be past the bunker? Also, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the sound of this driver. I feel like the last driver, the Titleist that we had, it sounded kind of flat. Sounded kind of flat. This one, kind of dig it. Kind of dig it. Feels like it's got just a little bit more of a schmack sound to it. In my head, that was moving so much more to the left. I think that's where I get tripped up, is those like sideways tailwinds. Right, like I feel like sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, it's gonna drift over to the left, and then it just hangs out. It's funny how that says 174 and 178, but those are definitely a little bit closer. Those are definitely a little bit closer. So I saw an interesting point last night. I don't know people's TGC opinions on things, but I saw a comment about like, if the API is not working the way that we intend it to, or like we would expect it to, right, at this point where like it's not really catching everything, right? Why are we playing on Legend for Plat? I thought that was a really interesting like counterpoint. Like, if we can't even regulate it, then why are we playing on a harder difficulty? It's so hard to predict like how much you're gonna go through the early break, I feel like. What up, Rio? 174.4 8 iron and 177.5 to the fly. I guess like something rounds down, something rounds up. It just, definitely looking at it, looks off. Definitely looks off. I guess how much it goes through the early break has to just be fully dependent on the like how hard you need to hit a particular club. So this should be short. So I'm gonna take this. We'll choke this shot just a little bit. Oh, I pulled it. That certainly worked out. It's not really how I saw that going. I feel like I have a hard time these days determining, like, when a shot is uphill, like, how the wind is gonna play. Because sometimes I'm like, well, it's uphill a bunch, so, like, the wind's not gonna play that much, and it still knocks it down. But I think sometimes it's uphill enough that, like, the trajectory of shots also gets thrown off, so I have no idea. Yo, JB, what up, dude? How's it going, Belzy? Welcome back. Good evening. 215. Bounce little roll on in the backstop. Because I feel like that's better than trying to finagle this. To land like pin high and definitely go deep. So I think with a shot like this, you know it's going to trail off a few yards to the right. And this is also going to take it to the right, land it short. I underswung it, which may not be the end of the world. Oh man, it took a kick to the left. My day was good. Finished up some stuff at work. Nothing like making a big conversion change and deploying it to production and it working. It feels good man kind of day in that regard. I was basically doing a bunch of work to modernize some code and update some things. So try and make like just efficiency changes and update a few things to use a little bit more standardized stuff. Dropped it in and it's working, and all the errors that were showing up, my boss was like, I see that there was an error with this, and I went and looked, and then I looked at the old logs and I was like, well, if it's any consolation prize, the errors are the same as we had before. So, nothing like realizing that you have other errors going on. That's still low. But you know what? It's just under hit. If I hit that where I want to, that's online. So I gotta take that for what it's worth. Just under by 1%. Alright, 7-iron, a little bit short, but I think that's actually gonna give us the chance to take a landing and get at it. Oh. Quads, just a little bit right of the hole. Land here, kick left, up and in. Well, you could have done it if you wanted to. Hey, what up, Alex? There's a 560-yard par 4 on Elite this week. Probably a publishing error, forced to hit a 3-wood to get the closest to the hole because of a split fairway. Jeez. So you think it was supposed to be published as a par 5 and they left it? That's pretty nasty. All the par 5s have more eagles than that hole has birdies through 2 rounds. Well, I believe it. 560 yards. That's like well into par 5 territory. So like all of those birdies are effectively eagles. Right? Just like if you were to actually map it out. Pars are birdies. That's tough. That's really, really tough. Speaking of tough, this shot. Because, like, I want to bound it up there. I need enough momentum, but I also need it to not run out. That feels like it might be too short, actually. Yeah, tough to get the right read on that. 32 yards though, like now we can play something that's not too bad. Pitching wedge chip, is this a little bit, I think on moderates this might be just a hair short. Okay, could I have played that 100%? I could have, maybe. Maybe 99. Bump and run's not bad in very particular situations. Although, that being said, that shot, I don't have upgrades to bump and run, so that would be the downside, is that the bump and run with no upgrades, not very forgiving like the chip shot. Get roller coaster elite round around. All the par 5s individually, not combined? Yeah. I figured as much. Angles also didn't make sense for a par 4. Clearly designed to be a par 5. Tight angle for a 2 to 4 iron. Wider angle for a long 3 wood. Yo, mamas! What's going on? Ever keep it real when I play? You trying to say this is... I'm fake? What are we getting at, man? I'm me. Not saying I'm him. I'm me. I don't know what you're looking for. Okay, I think we have to play this potentially a little deep. Oh wow, that is major pull. I feel like my feel has been more in for a lot of these shots, and that overdid it. We have been live for 27 minutes. I guess technically like 24 or something like that on YouTube. Because I just start the stream after the intro plays on YouTube, because YouTube has the like time that it starts. Okay, so we're hitting this. It's starting to break a little bit as it goes across, and then it dips at the end. Okay, we're reading some of these a little bit better tonight. The game Golf Rival for phones, I have not. I'm gonna show my age here maybe a little bit. Since I've stopped playing some of the like mobile games, pretty much the only mobile game that I play at this point in time is the New York Times games. I like to do my Wordle, and I'll do the pips because I like a little logic challenge. But I have not played mobile games in a hot minute. After I stopped playing my last gacha game, I have not really played anything on the mobile phones. Gotta go sleep, have school in the morning. Rip. Good luck. Good luck, have fun. It's a little uphill, a little wind at the back. I don't know, maybe the 50 degree is fine. Wow. For moderate greens, that took pretty healthy kick. That took a pretty healthy kick. Hey, you too, Belzy. Thanks for stopping in. Good luck with school the rest of the week. You dropped way too much money on that game. Yeah, mobile games, I feel like, can be very, very dangerous with that. Don't get me wrong. For someone who doesn't spend a lot of money on games, I've definitely participated in the microtransaction market on some mobile stuff. I used to be really into a game a number of years ago called Summoner's War. And yeah, I played it. I mean, I could justify the money because of how much I played the game. But it was definitely unhealthy. You're like, felt like you had to chronically be on the game. Because you kind of did. If you wanted to really, like, progress in it and, like, participate in some of the stuff. Would not recommend games that, like, entirely take over your life. It's okay to have fun with games. It's okay to spend, if you have discretionary income, it's okay to spend that on stuff you enjoyed, but when games start to feel like every waking hour you need to be on it, get rid of it. Get rid of it. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to do. And then get right. Pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I like that. All right, we had a couple of pars in the early going, but we're putting it together now. Okay, we're gonna play a nice little cut here. Try and set ourselves up on this par 5. Okay. Ball is, how do we say below our feet? You know what's crazy is when you think you've aimed far enough left and you're still, like, a few yards to the right. And we would have been in such a good spot had we been out to the left because it was moving in the right way. Okay. So if I take a chip shot, we know from experience up this hill it's gonna be kind of into. I'm gonna go up that club. I'm gonna go up the club. Experience from before. It didn't kill it though. It didn't kill it. It did land in the slope. All right. I love that for us. I have this really weird, obviously, like, you have to read the putts, right? But there's definitely something about, like, when you hit quad perfects and you miss, and then you, like, either you make or you see somebody else make a putt where, like, all of their inputs are off. Right? Like, contact path miss, you've got rhythm miss, you've got... like everything misses and the putt goes in, and then you hit like a quad and it misses like just barely, and I don't know, I have this really like hard time with it. I'm just like, are you kidding me, man? Like, just how does that go and others don't? Okay. Okay, a few holes to go. A few holes to go. We're playing all right. Playing all right. These are the ones, like we just said, have been kind of getting me in trouble. Because, like, raw carry, 167, like, okay, 171, and then it's like the elevation, I don't know, I feel like I also have to... I feel like the 7-iron is gonna cut through it too much because now it's 7 and it's choked. So what if we de-loft the 8 a little bit instead of like the choke 7, because it's way different in terms of loftedness. Okay, do it right there. Maybe that's how I have to think about things. Putting is 90% skill, 10% luck. 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Little throwback. Was that Fort Minor? Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights. He just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so like everybody else alone. Yeah, nobody wants to hear me sing that. Okay, 5-iron. I think we'll go out here. Okay, came out a little short. I think what I need to do is on those longer irons, just always kind of take off 2 yards on my carry and assume it's going to be 99. Let's see here. So 65%. Didn't it? It's gotta come off that line.
Come and see the violence inherent
Okay,
in the
like a
system.
touch more.
Help, help, I'm being repressed.
Ignacio, thank you very much for the YouTube sub. I over-adjusted it. Thing. think I had it, and then I was like, no, it's a little bit more, but it's up the hill. Hey, what's going on, Crafty Janitor? Welcome back. How do you know how high or low the shot is? Just gauge it off of where my character is at. Are you talking about, like... Are you talking about, like, the trajectory of the shot? Or are you talking about, like, elevation changes?
What makes you think she's a witch? Well, she turned me into a newt.
Like how much uphill or downhill something is? Josiah, thank you very much for the YouTube sub as well.
Got better.
So, right here. So I have it, I don't have it on my aim marker. I have it turned on to be distance info in HUD. So to the tee, it is 603 yards. And it's 132 feet downhill. So I just kind of have to look at like where the elevation is compared to the pin for this particular shot. So this is, I'm probably hitting it, you know, at least 70 feet down the hill. Like, I know I'm going to get some extra distance out of this. And then, obviously, on a shot like this, now I know it's 10 feet down to the pin from where I'm at. So, you know, now I have all of the information that I need. Right, like, it's 214 here. I know that it's... Oh, I don't have the... That's the other setting that I didn't turn back on. Course yardage. Kind of a nice thing to have. Okay, probably have to turn it. Whatever. We're on the last hole. So that's probably like 228 to the front. So 214 down. It's probably gonna carry like 216 or something like that. 12 yards to bounce and then release. I think that's fine. I think the 5-iron is going to come out short. There's a chance though that this is like a bit of a missile. There's a chance that this is a little bit low and runny. See, we carried 218, so a couple yards further. I don't know. If I take 5-iron, the question is like, does it get to the green and release? 62%. I underswung it. Had a couple of these putts where it's like read it right and just underhit it. Yeah, 5-iron can roll out quite a bit. The thing that gets finicky, so we just upped the distances in our bag. So the 5-iron now rolls a little bit less. I mean, the physics are the same regardless of Pro-Am or Legend. It's really more about the course conditions that you're playing on and the like the power stat that you have. So like my irons, I just upped them from, I think I had 79 power on my irons. I now have 95 power on my irons. So my 5-iron went from going 203 or 206. I think 206, and now it goes like, what'd that say, 210? So like I have a couple extra yards on it, which isn't anything like crazy, but those differences in yardage and everything, there's also more spin. It's like extra distance and extra spin because you have more revs on the, you know, you're hitting the ball further, which means you're applying more power, which means you're spinning the ball more. So, like, it has 4 extra yards and it has a little bit more bite. So I'm still kind of feeling out the changes that we've got since we've migrated. No, I don't get out too much. I went to the range a bunch last year, didn't get to play a lot. This year, I'm definitely going to have way less opportunities. It's the one thing about having kids. It's the one thing about having kids. Having one was tough enough. Now having 2 is almost impossible. I'm sure I'll get out for something. Maybe a couple times later this year once things are a little bit more settled. But yeah. I picked it up a few years ago when I really got into this series. Just haven't. I think since I bought clubs in 21, it's been like 5 years since I bought my set of clubs, I think. I probably haven't even played 40 rounds. So I enjoy it. I want to be way better at it. I want to spend more time at it. I mean, maybe I'll just have to do a bunch of like chipping in my backyard sort of thing. That might be all we can do this year. Alright, so we are going to play True Sim. We are going to TPC Sawgrass. Give me like 2.5 minutes. We'll clear out the pre-roll ads, and then we will get going into things. Thank you guys so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, you can leave a like and a sub if you're enjoying. Just my small request. But yeah, thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys in just a few minutes.
It's raining!
Ads. Gosh darn it, I'm clicking on the wrong button. OBS like kept re-highlighting my webcam. I kept trying to deactivate the capture card to fix the audio sync. It just kept toggling my webcam off. Um, love technology. So fun fatherhood story before we start the round here. So my son likes to tell me every morning when he comes in, "Daddy, you're scruffy." But then when he's like, "You need to shave." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm getting there. I will shave." But then when I shave, no acknowledgement. No acknowledgement. Like, I will shave and he'll come in and he won't say anything. It's like, come on, man. You gotta give me some credit. Alright, back tees, high, moderate, fast. Like, come on, kid. See, in 18 years, Nomad? I already have one kid. We're still here. Yours lasts when you Well, I guess the question is, how long do you normally keep yours? Because I normally have mine, you know, mine is shaved most of the time. Okay, a little pull, but I think that's okay with the way this wind is. Yeah. So you've got the beard going and you're getting rid of it. Mine's like at most a week scruff. At most. That's what I, am given a hard time for. So hard to please those children, you know. You know what? I'm gonna go full D-loft. We're gonna hit a low 50 degree in here. It's a little bit far, but you know what? We're in there. I wasn't sure if I like fully de-lofted it how it would be. Yeah, ×2, Nomad. This will be our second. Oh, great. Now the family group chat is blowing up. Like, why is my phone just going? Alright, so we're playing fast greens here. Ball's moving left to right, or right to left. Gotta picture the line. That wasn't bad. Obviously would love to come away with the birdie there. Not a bad read at all, just a little off. It's 350 down to there. You kind of have to play a little bit of a draw. There's the little bit of a draw. I think this should be good. Especially because we're playing moderates. You don't have to worry about some crazy, very firm kick. Okay, where's the hole location? Back right. I bet you there are some people that are playing this that, like, really know all of the breaks and everything around the course. For as much as I've played this course over the years, I don't know it to that degree. I am, what I would say, familiar with it enough. 187, 186. Maybe 188 into the 190s. 7 iron. I'm gonna give it a little punch. I don't think I want to choke 6. Ah, yes. I love when my club is defaulted to 98% and I don't realize it. Mi favorito! Alright, what do we got here? Right to left the whole way. Tough when it's that long, because then you start being like off the green for the camera. It doesn't feel like anything crazy, but it also feels like it is breaking the entire way. Alright, I feel like I need to see what the power is. Okay. 4% under, that's pretty wild. Didn't even give it a chance. Hey, what up, Luis? What up, man? The modified subamotes, does BTTV still do that? I remember they used to sometimes do where you could like really do a bunch of changes, especially like in wintertime. You could like put them in an ice cube and snow, like there were like gifts and stuff you could even. Draw to the back left. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Power at home. I would say get on the board, but that's, we actually got a birdie on the last one, so 200 through 3. I think this is one where you want position. So I actually think a choked hybrid is the play. I think a choked hybrid is where we want to be. I want to have a full wedge in here. I don't want to be trying to play a pitch shot over the water. That sounds like nightmare fuel. Okay, so ball's gonna start right, wind's gonna peel it. Ball did not start that right. Wind definitely peeled it, and distance was good. Don't pay attention to it too much other than having them installed. Honestly, that's pretty fair. I feel like I used to use emotes a lot more. I also used to talk a lot more in chats. I feel like I've always lurked pretty heavily just because of the amount that I watch Twitch, but I feel like these days I've been largely lurking. But I've also been watching slightly larger channels and stuff, so. So that also, I think, has a lot to do with it. And I've also been kind of on a kick of just listening to some music while I work lately. Been crunching through some old solid metal albums I enjoy. Hey, Wingstrosity, what's up, man? We bomb it one. See, that's gonna be a little bit long. 260. 4 with some wind and then bound it down. Although it's only, well, it's 9 yards on. It's not like absurd. Okay, I got 102 on it. 102 with the nice cut. I think that's the play. Because with that cut, we got it to go, and the overpower, we got it to carry out into the 280s. 138. Wind at the back. Even on this, downhill and like sideways, like I think I gotta play the choked with a little bit of forward progress. And this is honestly, I think, more about the wind picking it up and taking it than like the lie. Closed it. Ah. Distance was pretty solid. Maybe a little bit short. But the close there is not ideal. Little left to right chip. It's moderates, but it's fast, so like it should go. Okay. Well, that was under hit. That was under hit. Great save, but like it shouldn't be that close. Should not be letting it be that close. I actually think you just take a 3 hybrid here. Well, that's a wee bit unfortunate, isn't it? Wow. Look at that. Still like 8 yards left of the hole. That's crazy. It's always crazy when you feel like you're playing it out like, oh man, this is like maybe flirting with it a little bit far here, and then it's like, actually no. Nothing like watching the putt do like a crazy amount of break right past it. And that's probably just a pace thing, right? Like I hit that just a hair softer and it falls at the end. All right, come on. We gotta get some approaches closer, because our approach game being where it is, being just a little bit off on these shots, it's really putting us in a bit of a predicament. I also think we're just not playing these winds properly. It's a little better. Although we lost 5 yards there, so we have break in this putt. Trying to visualize the pace. Why is my putting doing this to me now? The past few weeks, I just feel like has been burned edge after burned edge. It's tough. Very, very tough. It's you, you're the problem? Yeah, say it about making the putts. How dare you? I can't really play much of a fade because of this tree. I closed it, dang. It's like I wanted to take the 4-iron and work it back to the right. I just couldn't do it that much. Your first turn's 1 on Saturday? Well, happy early birthday celebrations. And thank you for the congrats. Yeah, this baby's gonna be like a week and a half late when all is said and done. Below the feet. Pretty much below the feet on this too. Do I just have to like hold on to these powers just like a hair longer? I feel like I'm always just short. Double cross! Oh, great. Now I have to lay up. Nothing like the double cross just coming absolutely out of nowhere. Absolutely out of nowhere. Ah, 101. Spin back a little bit from the wind. This technically is spin back a little bit from the wind. It's not all entirely wrong. Don't love how close that is. Don't love how close that is. It's amazing True Sim track. I like the players, man. I mean, I know that it's... Yeah, I mean, it's not like the craziest thing in the world, but I do enjoy it. I do enjoy playing here, watching the tournament here, IRL. Plus, I don't know. I think there's something to be said about playing the course that's on tour when it's not, like, the crazy, boring ones. Okay, we're gonna fade a power drive. Try and go after this into the rendition of Harbor Town. May see it in True Sim soon. It's a great RCR. It'll probably end up on here when I'm out, if I had to guess. 222 to the front edge. It's uphill. I'm not going to be able to carry this on. That'd be close, but it's going to be a little short. So let's go with the 5-iron. Let's go with the 5-iron here. The wind. I thought the wind was gonna not play as strong. Or I thought that the lie at my feet was maybe gonna be more. So that's, I didn't want to be out over the water and then like the wind not take it back is really where we were at. I think I have to flop it from here with it being downhill. Not really much option but to just super flop. I hit my points. I guess every once in a while you can get lucky enough. I hit both of my points on a super flop. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, is this the whole? I think we power drove this. It rolled off the front or something in like one of those 2K challenges. The wind's not set up for it though. The wind's not set up for it. We'll take hybrid. Just get ourselves set up for a wedge approach shot. I guess it's not as deep. It looked like it was going a lot further. It was just, it curled a lot to the right. It's like, man, did I really overshoot the distance on that? But it was like barely overshot distance. Downhill, left to right. It's left to right more early than late. Nice putt. Nice putt. Put a few together. Put a few holes together. That's uphill in the back left, right? Like it's a bowl here. I think it's up high around the back and right hand side, bowls down in the left. So that's 195, but we gotta climb. 7-iron is actually probably deep, like just on raw carry. But 178 into the 180s, like now you have that to contend with. I'm gonna push this 7-iron, like this choke 7-iron. Get it a little de-lofted to get a little bit more kick and run up the hill. That's it. A little bit too much kick and run up the hill. Pretty good line, though. All things considered, had a run at it. Well, we'll take that birdie. We'll take that birdie. Come on. Turn the back nine into something nice. Oh, that's a little more left than I want it to be. It's a lot more left than I want it to be. Okay, I did not start my line anywhere in the right place. And this ball looks kind of buried. It's a back pin, though. It's a back pin. 187. Overpower a 7-iron? I feel like a 6-iron. I don't want to de-loft it over this. Ooh. That barely squeaked by. I got a really low roll out of that. Could have done a stock 6 and been right up there. What do we got? Left to righter, up the hill. It seems pretty steady the whole way. A little bit more. Oh wow, that was still under red. That took such a sharp turn right in the middle of the putt. Like, it was kind of going on the line that I thought, and then it felt like it got up the hill a little bit and just took a pretty sharp one. All right. What do we got here on the 15th? Should just be a... regular tee shot. Close miss. Honestly, not the end of the world there. That's what I need, like 180 or so. If I take my 7, we're not losing 20 yards, but that's gonna be... Let's see about this. $165. A little de-loft, maybe? Overshot a little bit. Downhill may have taken us a little bit further than anticipated. This is certainly moving more in the first couple inches than at the end of this putt. If we... Okay, we went on a stretch there, 5 through 8, where we just like couldn't really hit putts and stuff, but we're hitting some putts here on the back nine, so I guess, I don't know, law of large numbers and all that. Let's take the tee from the right-hand side. Just give ourselves a little bit less tree to worry about. And I don't think we need to... maybe with the wind that's going to be a little deep. Oh, come on, with the kick to the right, now going over the water. Gosh darn it. We've got club, but oh, that sucks. That sucks. Lego, thank you very much for the YouTube sub. Forgot you could move the tee box. Yeah, kind of a useful feature that they added this go around. I need to carry 159. I'm gonna aim at the flag here because it's gonna go left, carry left, but just get it at the green. He's a bold man. he's a bold man. Okay. How far downhill is it actually behind that? Because I think I might be able to, like, chip this out here. And let it roll down to the hole. I just kind of have to figure out what this break is doing. Little right to left of the whole... I think it's probably just, like, little right to left the whole way. Okay. Took a little bit too much off of it, but I'll take a 2-putt bird. I'll take a 2-putt bird. Apparently have to be a little bit more aggressive up the left-hand side on that hole. Alright, so this is the front. This is the front hole location here at TPC Sawgrass. There's a little bit of backstop. This is... Pitching wedge is 18 yards deep. With this wind, I don't think it should play 18 yards. I'm going to give it a little D-loft, though, just to, like, ensure that we're okay. But that is a buttery smooth shot. Just safely aboard. Just safely aboard. I could have played it a little more aggressively to the right and not given the D-loft. Obviously, in hindsight, I should have. But, you know. What's going on, Ricky? You're playing this too? What are the odds you scroll up and see this? I don't know. I think YouTube might be onto you. The odds are probably higher than you think. Alright, what do we got? So left to right breaker, down the hill. Hit this. It's going to be breaking left to right the whole way. Ah, I never got it high enough. Never got it high enough. That thing just skirting right the whole time. I think in my head it maybe was going to go a little bit further at the start before it started to peel. Very confident to go over the water and just trust that you're not going to pull it. Alright. We're at double digits. Let's try and get it. Let's try and get to 11 under. Try and get to 11 under if we can here. Okay, a little bit in between clubs. Choke 7-iron through the wind? That might be like right on the money. 8 feet. That's got a little left to right break in it. It's not a gimme. It's not a gimme, and in hindsight, I would have liked to have had 101% on that shot. Not a gimme, but we find it. Okay. 7 under on the back to get things to 11 under. We were a little slow, but I will absolutely take that. I'll absolutely take that. Certainly is not going to be the top. I think it's tied for the top of PlayStation. I would not be surprised to see some strong double-digit scores here. Best players shoot 11 under in True Sim? Oh, is that so? Is that so, JB? I mean, I've only won a few times. I don't know. It's like this weird perspective of like, I probably am one of the best. It depends on how large of a net you wanna cast. But I'm probably one of the best at True Sim, but I don't feel like it a lot of the time. Because I feel like the guys that are actually the best at these things are like always pretty much in first or second. Oh, wow. We actually are tied for first. Surprising. Surprising, surprising, surprising. I thought for sure we were gonna see some 14s and 15s. But tied atop the leaderboard, we'll take that for round 1. See if we can do that a few more times. Hopefully a little bit better. Oh, the even better ones made, yeah, 4 times. Get to the 44. Oh, I see that. Andrew broke the mold though. I see a 16 under round 4. He's at 51. Yeah, we'll see if we can do a little better than the 11 under per round. You saw 46 in the TGC Plat round, David? Holy cow. How short and how easy was the course that they were playing is what I want to know. That's, jeez. All right, that's crazy. Okay, give me 2 minutes. We got 3 rounds of True Sim to go, but give me 2 minutes. We'll clear the pre-rolls out on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube and you're enjoying, you can always drop a like. If you really enjoy it, drop a sub if you want to find your way back here in the future. But yeah, give me 2 minutes and we'll keep this train a rolling. BRB.
It's raining!
Ads. Alright. We are back. What's going on, Whacker Guy? Shame it's played with marker and master swing. It's a shame there aren't other societies that fulfill your needs. Can't make everybody happy, man. Alright. Back tees, medium. Okay, we're going firm fast. Winds come down a little bit. Things get a little firmer, but still the same green speed, so should help with keeping our eye kind of tuned to what green speeds we're seeing. I guess the next step to our game would be to play, you know, you'd have other rounds where you play with the same green speed. Technically, you know, you play practice rounds, get a feel for things, but I don't know. I want to do well, but I also don't have it in me to do all of that practice. It's not that serious. Oh yeah. Nice little cut. Okay, 102 yards. This choked approach wins in a little bit. I think this is gonna be money. Should be, if anything, yeah, I was gonna say, should be below the hole or like kind of flattish here. There we go. Take a birdie on the first. I mean, the thing is, if you're gonna run a platform, right? You want people to play the stuff, right? Like that's the reality of it. Ah, double crossed. I mean, you're up the left-hand side. Nah, it's too buried. You take that out of here and you're only... Gosh darn it. Double cross the other way. Oh my word. We're in shambles. Third time's the charm. Goldilocks. Yeah, one was two left, one was two right. That one was just right, except we then bounced and rolled way up the hill. And now we've got a double breaker back down the hill. Well, actually, no. It's all left to right down the hill, isn't it? No. It's left to right at the beginning. Then it flattens. Comes back at the end. Doesn't come back at the end? What kind of scam is that? Way to make a complete waste out of that par 5. But try because it's harder? Have you met people? Have you met people, Whacker? People do not want things to be harder. People want things to be easier. Even in easy things, people cheat and stuff. Like, people don't want things to be harder, in general. Mass generalization. Okay, where has my swing plane gone? Yo, Fly Guy, what up, dude? Thank you for the luck. We certainly appreciate it. Grok, what's 2 plus 5? Yeah, Twitter certainly makes you see some things. That's for sure. Yeah, it's I saw a comment the other day where it was like, we're smart enough to make AI, dumb enough to need it, and something enough to like not know if it works or something along that line. I thought it was pretty accurate, pretty funny. I need this shot to... I need my swing to start getting a little bit more consistent here. %? Oh, that's scary. Bounce forward, left, and in to make me not regret it. 3% underswing when you're trying to go at the hole is kind of terrifying. Okay. I feel like you gotta hit that with pace. Alright, let's get things back on track. We had a slow front nine last time. It's not really great when you're all of a sudden like missing inputs and such like that. Okay. I just need to find my target line. It's going in the bunker. I almost got it. I left it just a hair open. Push. Kick low. Yeah, I don't know why I'm all of a sudden really struggling with this. I'm like really struggling with my swing play, and it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy how bad it is right now. Okay, 2 under through 5. I gotta find my swing. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. Okay, we're going under the tree to then have a front right shot here. So I think what we're gonna do is go hybrid up the left. That's where we want it to be. And by up the left, I mean from the left out to the right. Yes, I'm on controller. I'm on PS5, Roto. Hope we're doing well today, by the way. I'll take a little bit off. Just because we're a little bit firmer. A little bit firmer, so we need a little bit of that. It's a little bit of an eye deception from the tee there, whether you can cover those bunkers or not. Like, really have to trust yourself on it. Really have to trust yourself on it. One might be a touch strong. Actually, no, I think we're good. That's a pair of darts right there. Some of the easiest birdie putts you can get. Take those every time. All right. 239 yards. I believe this is also an up the hill kind of shot. 15 yards up the hill, but on a bounce, and I'll give it just a little bit of D-loft. Got some time for that wind to take it over. I want to be left because I think it also kicks left to right. Took such a hard kick left to right. There's no way with that wind where I feel like I'm going to be able to work it right to left, back end up against all of that. Why does the flag say right to left, but feels like it's left to right up there. But it also feels like it's right to left through all of this. That's right to left. That's pretty well a par hole, I feel like. Ever have to replace my controller? Do I have a specific controller I use for PGA? The thing is, I haven't played too many games on my PS5, so it's not really like a super fair comparison. I have only used this original PS5 controller. I've had the PS5 for almost 4 years at this point. But that being said, I have only played like a few other PS5 games, so it's pretty much only been a PGA controller. But I'm also very gentle on my controllers because I've had my Xbox controller. I had my Xbox One controller from, like, I put thousands of hours into it from 2014 when I got it up until I just replaced it a couple months ago. So I tend to be pretty gentle on my controllers. That being said, I probably also hold on to controllers a bit longer than I probably should. If I had to if I had to guess. That is buttery smooth. Ah, such a big kick though off the fairway. At least it's in the bunker. How do I estimate my distances when I can't zoom in? So I know my yardages, right? Like, I mean, you know how far I try and play 100% shots as much as I can, Steve. And then I also know how the shot shaping affects the shots. So I can kind of look at, okay, this is the yardage that I get out of this club. This is what elevation and wind would do to it just by like raw kind of numbers. And then I see where that number is. Pull out my yardage book. I can see like here, okay, I gotta land it 5 yards on, right? Stuff like that. And then I kind of know like, okay, with this kind of a shot, I want to land it here and I kind of guesstimate how much I need for a bounce and rollout. And then I know how the shot shaping works so that it's like, okay, I want it to go a little bit further. I need a little bit more rollout or I need a little bit more stop or like I have to carry this number and I kind of work it from there. Something like this, it's a little bit more of an eye test. Right, like I know that the pick shot up and out of this bunker is gonna land just on, and then I'm gonna like bleed it down right to left. But that's like generally how I'm playing things. A game with a sprint feature using L3 is always the death of your controller. Yeah, probably gotta use like toggle sprint or something if you want to save your controllers, if I had to guess. Nice easy choke shot here. So yeah, so when I'm looking at something like this, Steve, right? I got 121 yards to the hole. My shot goes 128. Choked approach goes 122. And I know that this wind is quartering a little bit, gonna be a few yards. So like I just know like if I give it a little D-loft, I'll take a little bit of yardage off of it. Or give a little bit of extra distance on this shot. Now, to be fair, I would have flown that one a little bit far because that ended up being 98%. I didn't realize that it was shortchanging me. But that's kind of the way that I go about those. Same Elite controller for 2 to 3 years. Been using the back paddle for right bumper. I've heard that the Elite controllers are not made that well, which is a shame. For how much they cost, you would think. You would think they would be a bit better build quality. But yeah, I always get like the stock controllers. I was wondering like about third-party stuff when I was getting a new Xbox controller, but I'm like, I know what I'm getting is basically where I was at with it. 233. I mean, this is gonna land in like the high 230s. 16 yards on the choked approach for the hybrid. I feel like I have to take it because I think it's a little bit uphill and I normally lose a couple of yards on the hybrid shots even out of the fairway. Yeah, that was the right call. That was the right call. You had bad experiences with both Elite 1 and Elite 2 controllers? Breaking down before the first year is done. Do they come with any sort of warranty, or is it like you have to buy a warranty then on top of it? I feel like within a year you would maybe be within your rights to something. Hey, what's going on, Dirt? GameStore make really good Xbox controllers? That's what I was looking at. I was like, is the G7 worth it for getting the Xbox controller? But like, I'm literally just using it to play like Elden Ring and Dark Souls and stuff. Hollow Knight. Don't think it get, and I've never used one. I'm just buying it online, like. And I think the Xbox one was on sale for pretty cheap, so I was like, okay, whatever. I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting, so I'll just buy. I'll buy the familiarity. That felt like it broke so hard at the hole. Alright. Missed chances on the Eagles. Easy 2-putt birds, but oh man, that stings a little bit. Razer Chroma V3? Yeah, I know that, yeah. And like, I know the Wolverines were pretty good too, Wolverine V2. Man, they're really not giving us the... They're not giving us like the money kind of wins here. 58, and then it's gonna bound down too close. Okay. Just take a regular... Take a regular hybrid for distance. Comes with a stigma now. Well, I wouldn't. I would be so okay. First off, I play on PS5, so I'd have to buy the game on PC. Second, I swing with my left thumb, so my swing would be absolutely butchered if I tried to go and get some sort of competitive advantage of any sort. Would not do anything for me. I need somebody to make me a really broken PS5 controller. Gotta hit that with a little bit of firmness, take out some of that break. Might be Wolverine, you got it on sale from like 70 down from 100. I think I got my Xbox controller on sale for like 35 bucks or something from Walmart. I was like, okay, that's an easy enough decision. Best way to get VC in the game to make your guy better without buying it? I would grind some career mode, Dirt. Career mode's gonna have the most for like extra VC off of quests. If there are some easy quests, like in the dailies and weeklies, like grab those too. You know, try and knock some things out at the same time, but you're going to get extra VC from beating your rival every tournament in career mode. You're going to get extra VC from the career mode specific quests. I think those are going to be your best bet. Hey, take it easy, Roto. You have a good one as well. Thank you for chilling. Okay, so this we have to be right of the hole. I don't want to risk feeding it left. I don't want to risk feeding it left. 174, 166, and 164. 166 choked 8-iron into the like low 170s, and then a bounce of a few yards. A little D-loft, maybe? Oh, I left it open. That bunker feels like it's looming. That's it. I think we were going to be short. I think I was like trying to stretch too much. Oh, man. That's close. That's close. You can make me have a broken PS5 controller. When you say broken, does it happen to involve like spiking my controller into the ground, or how are we making said controller broken? Just need to clarify before I accept your terms. Downhill slope with the tailwind. I think we're going along with that, ladies and gentlemen. Feels like it would be. Ball slightly above the feet. No, it's too far left. Oh, it was short anyway. It was short anyway. That downslope, whatever downslope I perceived, I don't think it was really there all that much. Don't think it was there all that much. I don't like this Sam I am. I needed just like a little bit more power on it, but I didn't want to go long, so I was being pretty conservative. How many games use a hammer icon as their crafting icon? Oh, you've got a hammer icon for crafting IRL? Nice, man. It's awesome. What do we have? Front right? What? Front right. 140. Wind's peeling that way. Off the lie, I gotta be a little more out to the left because I feel like the side spin ends up being aggressive. Decent distance, but I let the fear get the best of me. Now we gotta make a putt up the hill. Above the feet for sure. Right to left for like a large chunk of this. So what, you're gonna hit it with firmness, but it's gonna... Whack, peel, peel, peel. I need there. It's not gonna peel, peel, peel. It's gonna go through.
You must cut down the mightiest tree in the
Who's
forest.
bad man?
With a herring.
Scorpio Horizon. Thank you very much for the follow. It's like a scorpion, but not quite. Okay, what we learned from the last round, we need to be more aggressive up the left-hand side. I let the wind, like, take me way out to the right. I may even choke the approach shot here a little bit. Like, hug the left-hand side. Choke the tee shot, just to kind of reduce our risk of getting into the right-hand rough? I'd say that worked. I would say that worked. 174 front right. Well, now we get to try like our super fun, or actually it's 168 yards front right. Now we get to try the fact that we have all this extra shot shaping. So 164 is kind of our carry number here. Trying to shave. I don't know, maybe this is a little bit long. I think I like this. Actually, that's too much off. I thought with the wind and everything, maybe taking it fully back would be okay. But it actually reduced our distance a bit. We're on the green though. Got an eagle look. Good evening, Deuce. Good evening, sir. How are we? That wants to move a little bit left to right. What does it want to do right at the start? From here, it looks below the feet. Left edge. Nope, it's low. It's just tough because, like, I have a hard time aiming it outside the hole. I guess I have to, like, if I see 2 points of that, like, moving. 149 yards to the back. Wind in a little bit. I actually think 146 with a few yards off, I think needs a little bit of D-loft. Don't feel like we're gonna fly it off the back. I pulled it. Just would have been a little bit to the right, a little bit closer, but we have an opportunity to birdie. Left to right here. Ball's below our feet the whole way, but left to right. Get in there. Today was a long day. It's over now. It's over now. Enjoy the rest. Enjoy the rest. Okay, trust the shot. Trust the shot. Center fairway. Ooh, 132. Kind of an awkward distance. Pitching wedge uphill. 139. I don't know, put a little bit of... Just put a little bit of loft into it. That's it. We take those. We take those. It's a little below the feet. Play it firm. Play it firm. We on this week? We are not. We are not, good sir. The leave of paternity shall be in effect.
Arthur, this is the Holy Grail. Look
Cameron!
well, Arthur, for it is your sacred task to seek this Grail.
Get in there, Cameron. Thank you very much for choosing to use your Prime sub over here. I hope you enjoy your faces. Greatly appreciate it. Get in there. Alright, we are 22 under through 2, keeping pace with at least JB. He told us to go 11 under in all of the rounds. We are halfway there. Opportunities certainly have been missed through and through, but we're at least keeping pace with that. Yeah, look, there it is. Scud clearly playing right at this very moment. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. He shot 6 strokes better there. So he shot 10 under, 17. 10 under, 17 under. Yeah, I mean, I know we're missing opportunities, especially when you... Like, we dropped that par 5 early. There's too many pars. Too many pars. We're finding birdies. We're not finding quite enough birdies. I don't know. How are our stats so far? Decent proximity. Okay greens and fairways. They could be better. Yeah, I made 1 long putt. I made 1 putt over 10 feet. Medium putt's pretty good. We missed 12 of 13 inside 10 feet, but one of 12 from long range. We just haven't been able to get them to drop. Give us a couple of those, all of a sudden we're pretty close. So not bad, not amazing, but we'll take it. We're tied for second through 2. Okay, Scud I guess is not playing right now. I guess he's just been done. I don't know why it's like fluctuating, because I guess it's showing us like the top of the leaderboard through 2 and then showing you like where final scores are. So I think Scud was just off the leaderboard in after round 1, but had like a much stronger rest of it. We just have to go like 16 under, 17 under on the weekend for a win. So should be pretty straightforward. Give me 2 minutes and we'll get right to that. Yeah, no, seriously, give me 2 minutes. We're gonna clear the pre-rolls on Twitch. We'll get that taken care of, and then we'll dive back into it. As always, if you're watching on YouTube and enjoying, a like goes a long way, helps me out immensely, and a sub if you like something that you see. All right, see you in 2. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. All right. Round 3. What do we have in store for us here? Medium wins again. Firm, very firm fast. Okay, so like, we've just been upping some of the firmnesses. I feel like medium wins is probably like we should be taking advantage of some more proximity, but I'm really bad at left to right and right to left. Something that I should be better at this point, have not conquered. We do enough to get by, but never enough to really take it to the next level, it would seem. I don't know. I think what we do is we do just enough to seem impressive, but not actually. Okay, I think a cut into this wind will be a-okay. A little bit of a pull. Honestly, angle should be quite nice here. We've been losing our swing a little bit as we've been going along, so gonna have to keep an eye on that. Okay. That lie took that ball on a journey. That lie took that ball on quite a journey. Okay, these are very firm greens, so I guess we want to just throw it onto the green and let it go. Can I have something? Can I have something going? I feel like I'm never having like, wow, managed to pull that out or like hole that long putt. Just everything is always miss. Just hit him with the Mario Party miss, because that's what we got. Okay, very firms, but we could do this. We could do this. Low 180s, maybe like mid 180s, big old bounce, and some roll downhill. Yeah, I think choke 7. Right, 99%. Gosh, darn it. Would have been so good too. Because it flies that a little bit further, then it doesn't kick left at that point. We're up a little bit closer to it. Real talk. I think with the way that this breaks, you probably chip it. But there's certainly a part of me that wants to putt this sucker. Final, look at that. Quad perfects, chip it in, give me something. Okay, sorry. A little passionate. Eagle. Got an eagle. 7-iron, very firm, 6 yards. The thing is, if this hits the upslope, that's what I don't know. I think if we do that, we can maybe sit it a little softer, just in case. I don't know why I'm toggling that. Yeah, it's like if I hit that straight up, then it probably doesn't hit that slope, and like, what's the kick look like? Okay, little left to right peeler. It's the same green speeds that we've been playing on. And I underhit it. Come on, man. You gotta make them. You gotta make them. Choke 60-degree with wind. A little long. Bite a little. I just am having a really hard time, like, understanding when these lies that feel very below my feet are actually gonna play. It's almost low. Almost low. Okay. I mean, could have been 4 through 4. Could have been 4 through 4, but just keep it going one shot at a time, and we'll play it as it comes. I tried to go driver last time. I feel like let's just ride the 3-wood. That feels a bit safer. Because with that fade, we ride the 3-wood pretty well. Get it pretty far down there. And like now de-lofted and with the wind and the very firm and everything. Take this choked pitching wedge. De-lofted a little bit to kind of run it up there. Come on, big kick. You're very firm, for crying out loud. Now a little release. We just have so much spin compared to what I'm like thinking. Like even with the D-loft, I think that a pitching wedge is gonna want to go, and it doesn't. Takes the bounce, and it's. I mean, I know it's uphill, but. Putt. I'm okay to take choked 3-wood, I think. Choke 3-wood, we should be somewhere down in wedge territory for this approach shot. So like these, like the ball's a little bit above my feet. Feels like the wind doesn't move it at all. But, or like the lie doesn't move it at all. But maybe it's that like the wind does plus the side spin, so I'll play it a little bit more out to the right. It's like there's a spin on the ball, but there's not like much of a yardage. Or like a, I mean like a left right to left adjustment on these wedges. I don't know. I think that's my problem. I feel like I'm in such a guessing game with them. %96%. Like, look at that. I'm like so far left. The game defaulted me to 96% and I didn't catch it. But like I was so far off the mark anyway. I gotta make sure that I check that out. Like, I'm always assuming that the game defaults me to 100%, but that's not at all the case. Also, I'm having a hard time because this feels like it has a little bit of left to right. Like a lot of it looks straight. I gotta freaking put this straight up the hill. It had right to left. But like, how are you ever gonna see that? Is kind of my thing. How are you ever gonna see that? You're not. You're not gonna see that unless you've played this course enough to just know that that's how that works. Three-wood might be a little conservative here, but I don't know. We're still back at pitching wedge. That should be nice. That is nice indeed. Always love short putts. All right, this par 3 eighth, that's gonna be tough. So I've got like 220 as my landing. What if you just went... What if you just went full backspin? Full backspin, baby cut. Little long. I think I need to learn my shot shape values more because I think there's a little bit more with some of that shot shaping I can do. Hey, what's going on, Austin? John, good evening to the both of you. Hope you're all well. Hope your week's not treating you too poorly. I just hate having to like land that short, but like now I have this putt down the hill.
Hand grenade, but with it thou mayst blow thine enemies to tiny bits.
JM Gill, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Alright, this is like, you're hitting it like here, and it's not doing anything crazy, but it's breaking all the way down the hill, just like little by little. I didn't read it enough. Not bad. It's really not a bad putt from there. It's just like, I don't know, like, I know I tried to shave the 4-iron, like, do I take a 5-iron? I mean, you're leaving it below the hole, so I guess that's probably the play. Right? Like, I think that's probably the play if we played it short, and then, like, you either get a big bounce up towards it, or you have, like, a chip up the hill. Like, missing the gur there is probably not the end of the world. Having that big downhill putt, I feel like, is probably just, in hindsight, way lower probability. You and your brother have watched forever? What's going on, man? That's awesome. Well, good to have you officially follow. But, you know, at the end of the day, follows don't mean anything if people aren't there, and conversely, if people are here even if they don't follow, like, all the more impressive. So I appreciate it. This is, how do you say, no bueno, we just gotta get on the green. It's gonna be long putt. Thought maybe the wind and stuff would bait it, but I guess I had a draw on. Guess I had a draw on here. I hate bunker shots. I hate bunker shots. I feel like even with the transition stat, hitting my partials is so difficult. That may just be me, but I am not, I'm not great out of the bunker in this game. Certainly we're not losing 4 yards to the wind here, right? Surely not. Let's redeem ourselves with a high towering wedge shot in here. Take those. That's more like it. That's more like it. I should have played it probably a little bit safer on the last hole and just like gotten onto the green. Took a little bit too aggressive of a line. Deeply regretted. I think my transition on like my stock stuff is 70, but it's 82 on my wedges. So like it's not, I mean it's not amazing. But it's not like terrible. Okay, we're gonna let this hold up on the wind. I closed it. Pick right? Go right even more? Okay, it'll be a long putt. We're not in the right spot, but... Ball's below the feet. I mean, we've got... It flattens out. I mean, it's below the feet for like 60% of the putt. I hit the power right, and then I under-rhythmed it. Oh, man. I didn't trust my power feel, and so I paused at the top, and if I paused at the top of my swing, I always botch the rhythm. $71 for your sculptor. Use Magician these days. I was just running the numbers on it yesterday. For what I like in my bag. I'm not a fan of. Not a fan of the Magician. Missing like just enough stats. I understand the choice for some, but yeah, not my cup of tea. All right, this is a little bit of a bold move. But I need to overpower this power drive. 102, I just closed it. This is gonna be tough. I think if I get that like to 103, we can get it on the green. 35 yards. Definitely an awkward distance. Full splash shot here. Probably close to pin high. Yeah. I thought about letting it short, but I didn't know how like the fairway and stuff was gonna go. So that was definitely the risk. Like I was trying for an eagle opportunity. I was trying for an eagle opportunity for sure. It's not bad. It's not bad except for the part where it didn't break as much early on. So I could see, I'm like, I'm high. I need to have underread the break at the end, and I didn't. But yeah, I think my thing is, when it comes to transition, Austin, I don't partial unless it's my wedges. Very, very rarely. Every once in a while, I'll partial an iron or maybe a driver or a 3-wood, but like those partials don't need to be super precise. So for me, like, it's extra transition is kind of a wasted stat or frivolous stat, like whatever you want to call it. All right. Oh, we're a little left. Okay. That was the... Oh, stop rolling. That was the distance. The wind just... I never understand it, man. I never understand it. The wind in those situations, it's like there's not a lot of it and it's just blowing off to the side. I don't get how it... I don't get how it does that to me. Don't get how I end up that far to the left. Like when you square the shot up. I think this is like a little breaker left to right the whole way. And then it straightens out at the top. A little bit firmer and it's in. Oh my goodness. I think all of my misses have been when I think all of my misses have been when I just under hit. I think when I just get the under hits, that's when I miss. Like I feel like my reads are good. Watch, this is going to be to the right because I de-lofted it. No, it's going to be online because I de-lofted it. Very firm. Little release. Not bad. It's not bad. Hitting these with some pace though, try and take some of the break out. I'll try and shape whatever possible. Stock transition is 86, 98 on wedges. Yeah, it's just like I don't know. The partials are really only for like out of the bunker chip shots. I try not to put myself in partial swing range in general. So it's like, it just feels like most of the time, like it's really nice to have it. I just feel like the rest of the time it's not a strong candidate for my stat allocation. But that's my... Yeah, everybody plays the game different, right? That's the beauty of it. Hey, take it easy, JM. Take it easy, man. I'll catch you later. I feel like I've gotten screwed on this sort of wind situation before, so I like don't want to take it too lightly. Perfect distance. I was gonna hop, bite. Yep, now we're off because we're off to the left where the slope is. I don't get it. I don't get it sometimes. Like, when does the lie win combo just decide to balloon it left to right, and other times it's like gonna play like a straight ball? I do not comprehend. I do not comprehend, like, at all. It just feels like missed opportunity after missed opportunity when stuff like that happens. Play a lot with no scout cam, no aim marker. Yeah, I mean, I guess having the no aim marker, like, having the extra forgiveness is nice, but at the same time, like, I don't know, no aim marker is... It's just no visual aim marker. Like, aim marker still exists behind the scenes. So, like, if you... But yeah, it's weird. Like, it gives you more forgiveness on a shot that you're kind of blind into. Anyway. Choke 7 is gonna be into the mid-80s. Big bounce and some release, so I think we take a few yards off. Feels like this is below the feet. So I need to protect against the water and be a little bit more out to the side. Took a hair off where I maybe should not have, but overall that's none too shabby. Straight putt, please. Where's that break? I hate this game sometimes. Front left. 132 yards. 100%. We're just going. This is 100%. Just off to the left. Choke pitching wedge. Look at that. Beautiful 100%. It's very firm, but it'll be right down where we need it to be. I don't want to be flirting with the front edge. Not in the same spot, but the slope is still going the same way, so we missed the other one. I also have to think about this in the sense that, like, I am babying this power, so, like, I hit it. Nothing like adding to, I underswung it. Oh, that's so infuriating. It's so infuriating. The number of putts that I've missed just from, like, having under-hit my aim by a hair. I would be freaking all over it. I would be freaking all over it if I could. So many strokes lost just from, like, a 1% underpower. It's like you get the right read and then just can't finish the job. Okay, come on. Unfortunately for JB, we could not keep up with the 11 under per round. We have failed in that regard. Left to right at the start. This is one of those. And then it's straight at the end. Yeah, like getting it so it's like, okay, get it going on the right line and then it stops. So that was a balanced 5 and 5. Yeah, so many missed opportunities. Our putting has been letting us down today. Just haven't been able to snag the long putts. Our long putt numbers. I don't know, did we make any long putts in this round? We also botched that one par 5. Didn't bogey, but definitely gave up a stroke there too. Yeah, fell off. Let's see. Yeah, long putts. We made 0 in that round. We are 1. Oh, that was bad. 4 of 7. Missed 3 medium putts, so our medium putt number dropped. But another 0 for 5. We've made 1 putt outside 10 feet in this tournament, and we're in 5th. So just kind of goes to show you how important putting is. I mean, proximity is key, but I feel like people undermine putting a little bit in True Sim. I mean, putting is always important, but I don't know. I feel like it gets left out. It's like proximity and then being able to convert like 12 to 15 feet and in. Obviously, long putts are a little bit of an obscure stat because it's everything 10 and up, and I wish that they had. Give me like 1 to 2 more ranges, right? Give me like 10 to 15 or 10 to 20 and then like 20 plus. Or 10 to 15, 15 to 25, 25 footers. I'm a bit of a nerd. I want more stats. Give me more stats. I'm okay that they'll never get to a stroke gain stat. I feel like there's too much dynamics and calculations and stuff that it has to make with these tournaments. I would love a strokes gained stat, but I think it would also get obscured by players that are really bad. Like if you had like a tighter field, then you could get those numbers a little bit better. What's going on, Veritas? Chances of making inside 10 feet grow exponentially. Meaning 20 feet is half of that is 10 feet, maybe 10%. Well, it's also a video game, so that's the other thing. But yes, your chances go well up inside of 10. That's where like proximity matters, right? I'm saying like you want to have, if you're having long putts, you want your long putts to be in that like 10 to 15 range, right? 10 to 15 way different than 25 to 35 foot putts. We get a lot of 10 to 15 foot putts, and I still miss a lot of them. But when we start rolling and we start making those, I mean, obviously, like, we shoot up the leaderboard, right? We're 32 under, and we're in 5th, and we've made one putt outside of 10 feet. But our proximity, I think that's the, like, thing that you have to pair with it. Our proximity is 16 feet at 85% GER. Pretty good, right? And we've only made one putt from outside, and we're 80% from 5 to 10 feet. We were 90-something, so... You know, the rock's just not rolling, but it's one of those things, like, when you put it that close that many times, the make percentage should lean a little bit higher. Just a little bit. Alright, final round coming up. Appreciate you guys being here, rocking and rolling with me this evening for our final stream for the next couple of potential months. Again, I will keep you guys posted on like Discord and stuff, like when the next stream will be. We're just kind of gotta have to wait for the baby to start sleeping a little bit better through the night, so that I can comfortably stay up a little bit later and not completely destroy my soul. Because if I start streaming late and then baby's not sleeping, then I'm up all night, it's not gonna work. So yeah, we got one round left. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna watch a quick 2 minutes worth of ads. Woo! Thanks, Twitch. Clear out the pre-rolls though, and then we will get to it. If you're watching on YouTube, you can leave a like if you're enjoying, sub if you really like me somehow, or if you want to know when we stream again months from now. That would be the way to do it. Production just crashed and the backups failed. Nice. On the flip side, I had a very successful final production deployment where I changed a bunch of stuff. Well, not changed, but I modernized and standardized things and then made some things more efficient. Very seamless. All of the errors that we were getting, I found them in the old logs. I found them in the old logs. So I'm like, it's parody. All right, give me 2 minutes. We'll be right back.
It's raining!
Ads. You know, Veritas, my production deployment was a little bit on the bolder side because I'm out for like 3 months now. So my manager put faith in me that at this morning deploy stuff to production, keep an eye on it for a couple hours before I log off for 3 months. All right, high, firm, very firm, fast. So it's pretty much, it's pin 4, same conditions as round 3, but with a little more wind. Okay. One last round, one last set of holes here to get things right. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. And then 170. See, this wind is where things are gonna get a little funky. Because it's uphill with a few yards of wind, and then I'm just gonna give it a touch of downslope. Touch of D-loft on the downslope. Pulled it back into the wind. This very firm will kick. It's gonna have backspin though. Okay, not much. Not much. Little left to right. 6 feet. You gotta make 6-footers. You gotta make 6-footers, JS. Gotta do it. Very important. Very important, and I definitely struggle to do it often. Okay, I think with the way the wind is, you aim it up this side. And let the wind play the draw around the trees, like you just have more room to work it. The goat man? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I appreciate it. Compliments aren't my forte. I appreciate it, but I don't know. Hard to go with goat. Those are some bold claims. But I am happy to see the growth too. And now I'm gonna disappear for a couple of months on paternity leave and watch it all just heck. Maybe there'll be hype though on the comeback, you know? Huh? That's I gotta figure out how to milk that. Very first. Maybe we just go with the 7. 7 with a little D-loft. I feel like choke 6 is like too much bounce and roll out. No! Dag nabbit. Misread the wind. That was the right club. Ah, that was so the right club. 500 to 600 subs? So long ago. Actually, it's not that long ago. That's crazy, man. Crazy to be around all that time. How about them apples? How about them apples? Yeah, I definitely, when this game came out, we had like just gotten to 1,000 subs like right at release. A big thing the big thing that like got us going, honestly, is the YouTube Shorts. At least in terms, I don't know, it's an interesting thing, because at least in terms of, like, view numbers and, like, subs, it's from the Shorts. You know, putting our shots into something. But at the end of the day, yeah, I've made some videos and stuff, but at the end of the day, like, the stream is the main thing. Marketing on Instagram. So I had made an Instagram and was posting stuff a little bit. Like, I was just reposting my shorts and stuff over there at 2K23. I hadn't seen any real conversion from it. I probably didn't give it a fair shot. It was just, it's always been the kind of question of like return on investment, like time. Wow, that didn't break. Return on investment for time. YouTube is easy because I could post shorts on YouTube. If you sub, then like you see the stream or any content that I put out potentially. Instagram like requires conversion, which I think is the hard part. Right? Like if you follow on YouTube, I mean if you follow on Instagram, the only way you see any of the stream stuff, like convert to the streams, is if you actually go and follow the YouTube or the Twitch and then show up in so it's like a much more difficult funnel to the live experience. Yeah, start around 4 Rio. My putting's been terrible. I have 17 putts outside of 10 feet. I have made one. Made one. So I guess it's a normal week. I guess it's a normal week is what I'm trying to say. Okay, very firm. Okay, we got an uphill. Uphill putt, right to left. I have to make sure that I am hitting it with all the power I'm intending. If anything, like a touch more power, because I've missed so many putts by being like 1% under. Okay, again, I think we've had really good luck with fading this 3-wood here. Because it's just riding the wind. It's a 264-yard club. Carry it like 278. And then bound it down here. So that's been a really strong shot. Just play the faded 3-wood, not even risk this area on the carry. And then 128 yards on the 50-degree. Like, we're not gonna get 9 from this, are we? I mean, I guess on this downslope we might. Take a couple yards off. It's a tailing wind, but it's also falls below the feet. First off, game defaulted me to lower power than I wanted. Second off, I closed it. Dang bummer. It's a normal week intrusive. What do you mean? It's a normal week. Yeah, so I've tinkered with Instagram a little bit. I don't know, it feels weird restarting it at this point. Probably would be... I probably should, though. Like, I should probably just go and take some of my top shorts and throw them over there. I feel like the hard part is that, like, once I get posting with it, then I feel like I'm obligated to do it all the time in order to, you know, appease the algorithm, so to speak. Oh, that's under... I think I was low on the read anyway, but that was under hit for sure. You're overreading the breaks a bunch. I've been under hitting a bunch. I've been like 1 to 2% under. Mostly like 1% under. Oh, no, not the pull. Oh, friendly kick. Howdy, Jim. How are we this fine Wednesday? Six yards. Little loft. I don't quite see it, but it's close. Can't read wind for crap right now. Like, you just can't be 4 yards off on the wind. You just can't. Can't afford to. On baby duty, fun times. Baby duty starts again very soon in this household. Long awaited. Long awaited. Baby is over a week late at this point. That's saying left to right. I feel like a lot of times on these, there's a little bit extra, so we're gonna go outside the cup. And it's still not enough. What a shame. Pain of the hospital couch? I think our hospital has, like, slide out chairs? I think that's what I'm in for. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I mean, it probably can't be worse than my first kid. First kid, hospital couch, but my wife was induced. We were there Sunday to Thursday. That's a lot of hospital couch. That's a lot of hospital couch.
You must cut down the mightiest tree in the forest with a herring.
Ah, Cameron, get in there. Thank you very much for the follow. The sub first, then the follow. Unconventional, but we take it. We absolutely take it. Thank you. So now the wind, like, doesn't want to play. I don't understand. The next one, you're bringing an air mattress. I just know that the air mattress bag that we have is, like, pretty bulky. I don't know what they'd look at me. You would just have to make sure that you were prepared and had it blown up before the baby is born. Otherwise, baby's probably gonna start crying from the noise of it. Unless you, like, took them on a walk in the hallway or something. I see what you mean there, Rio. I see what you mean by the later rounds overreading it, because that's another one that one didn't break. A blow-up pool floaty. You're just sitting there blowing the thing up. They're like looking at you like, what? What's going on with that guy? $233 on. I gotta take a little bit off. I gotta take a little bit off. Come on, can we have a shot go like really well? Nope, that's deep. That's deep. Backstop? It's off the back. Love that for me. All right, little chipperoo down the hill. Oh, that's in. Oh, that's in! Okay. Take that. I will say I haven't double crossed. I haven't quite paid attention to the wind direction. But the wind direction in this tournament has felt awfully same-ish. Felt awfully same-ish. Okay, a little bit of a push. Okay, well, we're in the bunker. Ball's above my feet. Let's just see what the putt, or like what it looks like on the green here. Right to left. Looks like there's some uphill as well. If we, say, took 100% bunker swang here, ball's gonna come out left. Ball might also come out too far. Oops, nope. Gonna take just a little bit off of it. I underswung it. Partials and I do not, Partials and I don't have the best relationship. Question, does anybody use the splash shot? Like, I am like a 99% pick shot guy. I feel like there are probably some circumstances where the splash shot could be strong, but I feel like pick just is the play. Ooh, that's tight. That's tight up there. Feel like we need to play 9-iron. I did need to play a little bit of loft or like spin on it. Okay. This one's got some more right to left on it. Flipped it. Lipped it. We made the other one, so I guess all's fair. Long bunker shot with less room on the green, but probably what? Yeah. That's how I am too, but I'm just wondering, like, when you get the ball rolling on the ground, like, you get more opportunity to hole it. So I always just kind of wonder, like, is there an opportunity there? Oh, I closed it. That's bad. JKLOL, nice kick. 202 to the front of the green. It's gonna bounce long. That's kind of the whole thing with this. 199. 210. I don't know what the exact distance on this is, but we're gonna shave. We're gonna shave it off a bit. Buttery smooth. Took off too much. I'm gonna need this hill to stop it. Maybe roll me back down? It's going back left, isn't it? It stops? What a scam! What a scam! What do you want? What do you want from me? How? Huh? Huh, game? What appeases you? Nothing? Oh, I get that way, Rio, too. Yeah, they fist bump stuff. I'm like, you're not close. That's not a good shot. Great. So, like, that's the pace. It's gonna be low. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort. Technically just a bit too high, like need to be a little bit back to the right and firm. So we had one hole. Yeah, I feel like the winds were all very similar. Like, they didn't want to set us up to potentially drive the screen. Like, you had to nail an overpowered power drive on with a max powered driver to have a chance in round 2 or 3. Other than that, forces the layup. No fun. No fun. They don't want us to... Don't want us to have fun. I closed it. Distance was great too. Distance was great too. That's a missed opportunity. Best to catch scud? What do you want me to shoot? 16 under in 6 holes? Come on, man. Let's have a little bit of realism in this. This is True Sim after all. Would go down as like the greatest comeback of all time, though. To be fair. But take it easy, man. Have a good night. I will see you later. Oh, I underswung it. Forgot what he got to? I'm so far out of this. I'm so far out of this tournament. We're gonna be like in the low, maybe mid-40s if we pull something off here at the end, and it's gonna be like a couple guys at 50, and we'll just be like, well, top 10-ish. good enough. But like, at least for me, I enjoy this. At least for me, I enjoy this track, so. I think this one goes right to left. I don't think we go straight at it. 76. I pulled it over the water. Oh, that's terrifying. What a kick. That's scary, Terry. Yeah, that's like the miss you do not want to have. That is the miss you do not want to have there. Great to make a birdie. I gotta be mindful of that, though. That's gotta be, like, in my swing thought of, like, in no circumstance do we pull this shot. In absolutely none. Like, you need that, just money. Into the rough? Yeah, perfect. Perfect, love that. Sling drop. What kind of a lie is that? $132 yards, mate. Was that, how downhill was that at my feet? 128 yard club out of the heavy rough. That is no good, sir. That is no good at all. Okay. Suddenly par is just like the best we can do. Thanks. Thanks. All right, we got to make the most of these last holes here. Stop closing it. That would be a good start. Light rough. Okay. Holes in the back. Wind is kind of a problem. So we can de-loft it, because we're through the wind, so it should roll for us a little bit. Oh no, now we pushed it. And it was defaulted to like a way underswung shot, which I really wish I could just set it up to be like, always give me 100% shots. Because that gets me in trouble like way more than it should. Especially considering you have a game mode where, like, it turns off the aim marker. Well, if I don't have the aim marker on, maybe I don't know that it's partial. Or we have the aim marker, but, like, I can't see that far, so. Partial my short game shots only, maybe. It is telling me left to right at the end, and I can kind of see that, but I'm also getting right to left at the beginning, of which I can see that. You know what? Screw it. We're going straight putt. He's a genius. He's a genius. Actually, my read to go slightly right was not wrong, but we get something. We get something. Okay. Par 5. Par 5 finisher. Or, I mean, obviously it's par 5, par 3, par 4. We know what these final holes look like, ladies and gentlemen. What we need... What we need is a nice, clean finish to it. That's such a mean kick. That's such a mean kick. It's not a terrible lie, though. How nice of a lie is it, though? 189 nice? Or... because it's heavy... The wind's turning a little sideways. The wind's turning a little sideways, so let's go with this. Okay. That is long. I don't know. I felt like if I clubbed it down or even choked it, I don't know, felt like it was gonna be off. No, underswung it. Underswung it by 1%. The eagle was on the cards. What's going on, Sir Mike? No, not straight in the pond, fortunately. All right, everybody's favorite. The final hole location for the 17th here. Tucked over to the right. Choke 9-iron is long. Choke 9-iron is long. It feeds. Pitching wedge is dangerous. This is dangerous. I have to play it more with this shot. We're not going to lose 18 yards fading this here, but a little bit of loft might do it. You know what? Closed is the healthy subconscious bailout. Because there's at least this slope to play it off of. Obviously, I am trying to play an aggressive line there. I want the aggressive line. Okay, good adjustment. Good adjustment. All right. Front hole location on 18. Quads on the docket. All right. Eagle hole out would be sick, but I think realistically here we're looking at hopefully a birdie chance. This seems to be like the same shot, club and everything that we just had. Yeah, last time I played a little bit of loft. This time I think we maybe played a slight D-loft to stock here. We'll play it stock. Let it ride. Okay, buttery smooth, wind's turning it over. That's a little long. Maybe sat on the, you know, that previous shot a little bit too much. And that was also maybe a little downhill compared to downhill lie. Gave us some extra distance. Okay, down the hill, little left to right breaker the whole way to finish things. Man, even when I'm adding to it, still off. All right, 2 putts. We finish one behind JB. Get to 43. Tournament just, you know, as of late, I mean, we're making some of the putts, and then it's just so many of them are near misses. I mean, probably have to do a little bit better on my approach game. We did manage to chip in a few. Yeah, 43 under, but like solo 5th right now. But we just never had like the rounds where things really went. Never really had the rounds that just everything was going. I mean, look at these stats. 17-foot proximity on 83% girth. That's not, it's not bad. Yeah, I mean, those proximities are nasty, but like, we're tied for 5th in proximity. Whoops, I don't want driving distance. I'm not a big driver. Yeah, we're top 10 in GER and we're top 10 in proximity. We just didn't put enough of the 2 of those together. We did chip a couple in. So what is that? We made 2 out of 24? That's so bad. 8%. I mean, you're looking at those. Those are absurd numbers, right? In the 38 and 45%. But let's just say we were in top 10 on long putts, right? 21%. 21% would be what, like another... That'd be another 3 putts made? 3 or 4? If this is 2, I would have to think that's like another 3 putts, but that's 3 strokes right there. Apparently we were pretty good for medium. We just couldn't make the long ones, and then we missed some GERs. The combo of those 2 things. I also think having 43 short putts just goes to show how much putting we actually did. I don't know. Actually seeing some higher short putts there, but what does that put us in total for putts? 0. Nice. What is that? 43, 71, 95 putts. Not gonna cut it. Not gonna cut it. Yeah. It's like less greens hit and at a worse rate. But overall, we gotta be okay with it. We gotta be okay with it. Top 10. Technically top 5 right now. Maybe final, you know, is just a top 10. But if we're doing that and we're never bringing like that's our best to the table, Yeah, not a bad outing. I mean, I didn't notice anything like crazy different with the new club distances and everything, but I think I like it. I think having the extra power, it's just getting a little bit more used to how much stopping power some of the shots have. Really, it's the left to right stuff that gets me into trouble. And maybe some of it is also like, it could also very well be that the starting line of my ball, when I shape it back to what I think is a straight shot, maybe is more fade or more draw in some cases, and that's affecting like starting lines and wind, and I'm not actually getting a true center. So like that could be part of it, and maybe that's something that I need to factor in, you know, to how we offset some things. But we are done here, ladies and gentlemen. We are done here. That is it for streams for the foreseeable future. I'll be back after paternity leave. I will let you guys know in Discord and such when we will stream again. But greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with me this evening and just in general. Not just today, but all the times you guys hang out with me. I will miss you all. If you want to get in contact, we have a Discord. You can join the Discord and hit me up over there. I still have a phone. We just won't be live for a little bit here. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, as always, if you enjoyed, you can leave a like, leave a sub so that you can find your way back here when we go live next time. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. Until next time.